Hi guys, just going to add a new video today of some reloading. Just a bit of an update to my previous video. An issue that I have run into. I've been reloading belted magnums for a number of years now, and this is the first time I've had this issue with a new rifle. I've done some reloads with this gun before. And this is the second firing for these brass here, the federal brass. Hopefully you can see on the camera here, if I can pick it up, the scratch marks there, just above the belt, case bulge, and it's to a point where the round will no longer chamber into the gun. So these cases have been full length resized, they weren't neck sized. So full length resized, cleaned, everything like that, loaded up. I thought I wouldn't have had any problems, and I get out there to the range and a couple of the rounds wouldn't fit into the gun at all. Couldn't even close the bolt on them. And this is the first time, as I said, in many years that I've been reloading, that I've had this issue with the belted magnums. So after a little bit of research, I've come across a guy in America called Larry Willis from Innovative Technologies, who's created a die for this specific problem. And basically what it does is, instead of resizing the whole case, it resizes the case wall just above the belt here. Just where that little line is there, because a conventional die obviously can't travel the full length of the case because of the belt, whereas this die has a collet which slips over the top and bottoms out on the belt. That way the die can go all the way over the top and resize that last piece of the case. So what I'll do now is, obviously I can't resize a loaded round, so I've got another case here that didn't fit, that I've pulled with the bullet puller. So I'll show you how the die works, and basically one that doesn't fit and then one that will fit. So I'll do that now. So the beauty of this die that Larry Willis has developed is that the top of the die is actually the same size as a chamber. It's actually a little bit fraction smaller, so that if it fits into this, it will cycle into every gun if they're done to SAMI minimum specs. So basically what you do is you place the case into the top of the die, and as you can see here, there's quite a bit of gap between the top of the die and the belt, so that push that down and it's not going to go in. So that needs to be resized. So what I'll do now is I'll size that, and then I'll show you how the case then fits down into the die, and that way the case wall has been resized to the correct diameter. So this recommended lubrication for this is the Imperial sizing wax. I'm pretty sure it's made by Reading. I could be wrong. Imperial Lubricants. Okay. A product of Reading Reloading Company. So yeah, it is a Reading product. I think they liked this product so much they ended up buying it, and they recommend that for their dies as well. So basically what you need to do is take the case, quite a bit of lube is suggested. So lube the side of the case, and as this is not sizing any part of the case other than the case wall, you don't need to put any lubrication on the neck or anything like that. So the flat part of the collet goes down to the belt, and you push that all the way down till it's bottomed out on the bottom of the belt. Lubricate the collet. Into the press. now that that case has been run through the press and the case wall has been resized, I will now place it in the top to show you that it fits in nicely. As you can see there, it's now bottomed out on the belt, so that'll be now able to chamber into the gun. And as I said before, this is the first time I've ever come across this issue, and doing quite a bit of research on the internet, couldn't find any videos on YouTube at all about this, which I'm quite surprised with the amount of reloaders that are out there. So I thought that I would just do a quick video on this, and yeah, hopefully if anyone else has had the same sort of issues, I recommend that you get onto the internet and look up innovative technologies, and look at buying the Magnum collet resizing die. It's a great little invention, and it's obviously saved these cases from going in the bin. So yeah,